In Foshan, high-end furniture that sells for premium prices internationally is being copied into cheap knockoffs and openly sold. This UFO sofa, which sells for hundreds of thousands abroad, has finally been reproduced by a Foshan factory. The original Eames lounge chair, priced over 60,000 yuan, has been perfectly mass-produced. The iceberg dining table, once priced at over 100,000 yuan, has also been flawlessly replicated. The LC4 lounge chair, coveted by stars like Cristiano Ronaldo and Leslie Chung, is now made in Foshan. The most expensive Visma Mahjong table from Italy, now produced in Foshan. The Queen's chair, which cost 100,000 yuan overseas, made in Foshan. The UFO dining table, priced at over 200,000 yuan abroad, done. The 110,000 yuan mechanical coffee table, perfectly mass-produced in Foshan. This is a peak of solid wood furniture craftsmanship, a table so intricate that few factories in China can make it, and the legendary chief chair, which Jay Cho once bought for 3.6 million yuan, Foshan has now made it too. Western designs are copied, replicated, and mass-produced. Foshan factories boast, "We finally made it," turning plagiarism into a success story. Manufacturers say, these patents expired long ago, and the law allows for free reproduction.
Many factories in Foshan buy genuine samples, then measure the products precisely in their workshops. Using 3D scanning, they create reverse-engineered models, including the materials inside, striving to replicate the original. They then push the identical chairs to the market at the fraction of the original price.
Take the classic Eames lounge chair as an example. This iconic design, created in 1956 by American designers Charles and Ray Eames, originally sold for 40,000 to 60,000 yuan. The knockoff from Foshan, however, is priced at just 6,995 yuan. Similarly, the chief chair, designed by a Danish designer in 1949, can reach millions at auction, while the counterfeit version from Foshan is also priced at 6,995 yuan. This raises concerns about the respect for original design. Foshan factories claim they have made high-end furniture affordable, but does this argument really hold water? Original design is not just the result of a designer's creativity, it is a key driver of innovation in society. Through innovation, society progresses. But if innovation were to stop, progress in science, technology, and modern civilization would be hindered. While it's important for the public to buy affordable products, stifling innovation and hindering progress may come at a greater cost than the money spent on original items. Companies outside China also replicate designs, but at least they obtain authorization, refine the craftsmanship, and innovate. In almost every developed country, furniture from different brands show clear differences. Any company with integrity will consciously avoid creating designs that are too similar to or match the style of other pieces. Furniture design in China is really shameless.
China's imitation furniture started after 2000, when the real estate boom made furniture sales hot. But at that time, imported furniture was scarce, so Chinese manufacturers could only look at photos and copy them. Around 2008, most manufacturers began to go abroad, searching for potential blockbuster designs with designers. They took photos of the styles, then had skilled workers in the factories adjust and tweak the designs based on those photos. Once they felt it was close enough, they would launch them in their showrooms, with prices naturally being very affordable.
Sometimes, Chinese furniture manufacturers visit international stores with designers pretending to need measurements for their home. In recent years, as Foshan's furniture factories have grown wealthier, factory owners' children, having studied abroad, now order originals to replicate. To flood the market with cheap knockoffs, the Chinese government backs logistics firms like SF Express and Cainiao. They provide global shipping for counterfeits and set up overseas warehouses to bypass tariffs and speed up deliveries. Chinese knockoffs arrive faster and cost less than locally produced furniture, thanks to government subsidies that fund intellectual property theft.
Can I
buy Foshan furniture for my house in Australia? Of course. We've already formed a strategic partnership with a reliable international logistics company. So no matter if you're in Australia, Europe, the Americas, Africa, or Asia, we could ship the furniture straight to your home. Is the shipping expensive? It's definitely not as expensive as hiring your own moving company. In total, it will definitely be more cost-effective than buying locally. Chinese people overseas are also fueling this trend.
那有很多的美国的华人呢，他就把这
Many Chinese Americans look for furniture from internet celebrities or stars, like the Italian-designed bathroom cabinets. They gather this information, find Chinese buyers, and ship them by container to the United States, opening furniture stores there to sell Foshan furniture. Foshan's knockoff furniture is aggressively promoted on TikTok, WeChat, and independent websites. Using targeted algorithms, these replicas are marketed for their affordability and pushed heavily to global consumers. A Foshan factory's TikTok ad has over 21 million views, attracting many American and Australian buyers. While this seems like free market competition, in reality, the Chinese government drives global expansion through algorithms, subsidies, and price wars. Today, many Eames lounge chairs in US and European markets, except for authentic and secondhand originals, come from Guangdong knockoff factories. In response, the US has taken action. During Trump's first term, a 25% tariff was placed on Chinese furniture. After February 4th this year, another 10% was added. Some products may also face anti-subsidy and anti-dumping duties, which could double or triple the product's price. For example, the Eames lounge chair, a 35% tariff adds 2,450 yuan. Anti-dumping duties raise it to 14,000 yuan. Anti-subsidy duties push it to 21,000 yuan. The total reaches 44,450 yuan, equivalent to $6,200, surpassing the used version of the original and nearing the cost of a new one in the US. With additional costs, these knockoffs will struggle to compete unless the yuan depreciates significantly. Foshan's knockoff expansion is part of China's broader industrial strategy. By exploiting cheap labor, export subsidies, logistics, and social media, China lures Western consumers with so-called great deals while disrupting fair competition. If this continues, Western furniture brands may be forced to cut prices or exit, allowing China to dominate. This would stifle innovation and limit consumer choice.
佛山系网红带货。
Recently, I've seen a lot of videos where Foshan manufacturers hire influencers to promote their products, sometimes via live streams, sometimes pre-recorded, showing off their workshops. In the showrooms, they keep saying that this or that product is exactly the same as B&B Italia, Minotti, or Capellini, with the same quality but only a fraction of the price. After Milan Design Week, Foshan's knockoff factories begin mass-producing replicas of the showcase brands. Some Italian furniture fairs have even started restricting entry to people with East Asian features. Original brands have had enough. In May 2023, a Dongguan furniture factory was sued for copying a brand's design.
也许我们需要更好的原创。
Big brands usually ignore imitation since knockoff buyers don't overlap with their customers. But when copying goes too far, they take action. In August 2022, a Foshan brand was sued by Minotti for 100 million yuan over excessive knockoffs and high sales. In addition to copying big-name brands, these factories also replicate best-selling products in foreign markets, capturing every penny of profit.
这张桌子5200块，一年怎么卖3万多套？
This table is 5,200 yuan, 4 to 5 times cheaper than abroad. It could sell more than 30,000 sets a year. This is a large sunshade from a New Zealand brand that we made. They sell it for 35,000 to 50,000 yuan, but we only sell it for 12,000 yuan. Most furniture brands want to launch original products to attract wealthier customers and boost profits. However, dealers hesitate to support them, not because they don't want to, but because consumers can't afford them. The core issue is the CCP's oppressive rule. Its state capitalism model prioritizes national capital accumulation while suppressing wages, keeping incomes low. Since Xi Jinping took office, Western nations have realized the CCP won't honor its WTO commitments, triggering a wave of industrial relocations. Many international brands moved production out of China. After COVID, tensions escalated, leading to large-scale decoupling. As the economy declines, the purchasing power of Chinese consumers keeps shrinking. The CCP's anti-investment policy on housing has worsened the real estate crash. Home purchases have plummeted, let alone furniture sales. With stagnant furniture prices and collapsing profits, companies lack funds for innovation. Prototype development, testing, and design all require major investment. Yet most Chinese designers can't even track basic trends.
家具行业呢， 千万不要搞原创。
Do you know what color will be popular in the coming years? Hermes knows, LV knows, Gucci, Dior, and brands like Armani know. But how many designers in China know? Let me tell you, 99% of people don't know. Trump's tariffs have thrown Chinese knockoff manufacturers into panic. Dumping counterfeit goods overseas may be over. While the domestic market lingers, profit margins are shrinking. Manufacturers are now flocking to TikTok and other apps for live stream sales. This model is cheap. By investing in live streaming fees or influencer collaborations, they can sell directly to consumers. With precise data analysis and viral short video marketing, transactions happen fast. However, some observers have pointed out that these Foshan knockoff furniture manufacturers, by relying on TikTok for domestic sales, are sealing their own fate.
这个原版几万块的茶几，你会买吗？
Some domestic furniture companies are going all out, copying classic foreign designs down to the millimeter and slashing prices. Ironically, these brands claim to be original manufacturers while getting V certification to boost sales. The issue? That V lets platforms track their sales, transactions, and product flow, handing original brands solid evidence for legal action. Copying may seem smart, but when trouble comes, you'll be the one paying the price. Despite blatant infringement, the Chinese government continues to turn a blind eye, even quietly enabling it.
前段时间后街某高定工厂
A high-end Foshan factory had 11 executives detained overnight, causing an industry uproar. They were later released, with police stating that as long as no international brand logos were used, copying designs was legal. The industry quickly learned, without an appearance patent in China, big brand designs can be copied freely.
Even some government-influenced Chinese netizens can't ignore these violations, expressing growing anger and disgust.
今天刷到一个家具工厂的账号啊，说包括自己。
I came across a furniture factory's account today, and shamelessly they said, along with other domestic factories, imitate foreign big brand furniture to make replica furniture. They claim this will help China's furniture industry surpass foreign designs and even reverse export designs. There are actually quite a few industry leaders who like this video. Copying is copying. Violating the intellectual property rights of foreign factories and doing something illegal that brings shame to the country, yet still calling it imitation? According to your logic, are failing students in school who copy top students' homework going to surpass the top students by copying? Will the top students have to learn from the failing students? Should we give you an award for the most shameless imitation? Foshan's knockoff furniture isn't just commercial infringement, it challenges the West's respect for originality and innovation, the foundation of Western civilization. But intellectual property is more than that. It's a shared human asset. Protecting it means securing innovation, the future, and our collective well-being. Cheap knockoff furniture may look appealing, but how long will it last? Genuine furniture may also break, but it can be repaired, especially in the West, where professional services ensure quality and longevity. A well-restored piece feels as good as new, but counterfeits, repair shops may lack the expertise, costing you time and frustration. Spending more on authentic furniture isn't just about product, it's an investment in reliability. No frequent replacements, no headaches, and in the long run, no extra cost. This is the smartest choice.